What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Olalekan, the first right here. After 14 years and 9 months of backtesting data and 27.5 hours of work, I am finally done with my version 1 testing. In this video, I'll be walking you through the data, the analysis, and the lessons I learned from putting together my version 1 testing. And since this is a milestone in the process of actually developing my trading system and building in public, it is something worthy of sharing. Without further ado, let's get straight into the video. In my last video, I shared the processes I was going to use to test the version 1 of my trading system. So you can check that out. I'll be linking it to the video. The aim of my version 1 testing was actually to help me understand the trading system better, what I'm looking for on the chart, and also help me define high probability trading setups when it comes to my trading system. What am I looking for and what makes a trade setup high probability? And I've been able to actually achieve the aim of version 1. And in this video, I will share with you what that looks like. I will hop straight to my laptop now and share with you what the whole review process was like and what my data collection came out to be after I finished my version 1 testing. I also had to pay for FX Replay Pro, and I'm currently on a backtesting challenge of backtesting every day for a minimum of 2 hours, or at least by the end of the challenge, I have to average 2 hours, 2.5 hours every day to complete my version 1 and version 2 testing before I resume back to school for my final year. This is the exact sheet that I used in collecting my data. You can see I have 100 trades in here. And at the end of it all, I was able to collect over 300 screenshots, and I actually analyzed rigorously the winners that were there. So the aim of this version is actually not to actually review losses just yet. At least I just want to know what is the commonality with my winners, what days are the best, what days am I likely to get stop hunted, and then I have to know my average stop loss size, my win rates, then my average risk to reward. My average risk to reward was way below PR, even though some trades were outliers and they did like 5 hour, 9 hour, 7 hour, 10 hour. Although that's very uncommon, but it happened. And you can see this part was just like things that I found interesting that I was going to look into later. Although I'm yet to go through this, but the data I've been able to what I've been able to analyze so far has been so useful, right? So, and then the additional work that I had to do was that I actually, shout out to Dax. Dax is actually a trader. Anybody that is conversant with FXNG or trading in general, when it comes to Nigeria, you're going to know Dax. So Dax, it is actually that system that I'm adopting. The learning came from TechRisk YouTube channel, so I just had to integrate things and make it make sense for me. The complementary work that I did after finishing my version 1 testing was basically I went on Dax channel. I went through 12 of his trades, the one he tagged as high probability, the one he tagged as low probability, the one he tagged as very low probability. Then after the end of 12 trades, I will show you so you can see now. So these are the trades here. As you can see, 12 trades. Why did I stop at 12? Personal touch plays a part in every trade. So collecting hindsight past data is almost useless. I can already infer what can help me better my trading, and that is what matters the most when it comes to actually going through his trading, right? So I collected the time frame he uses the most. He usually trade 1 hour plus, right? And then the screenshot of his high time frame context when it comes to a high probability setup, what are common with them, then the screenshots after, right? Then the dates. The longest trade I had to actually witness was 23 days of data. And even that 23 days of holding, he was able to even add more to the trade on the basis of discretion and also understanding his system better. So this particular trading system is not 100% mechanical. It now depends on how much experience you have with the system for you to be able to incorporate discretion. And at the end of the day, what makes a trader profitable, even if they are trading the same system, is your discretion and then the processes you have behind your execution, which gives you confidence in your trading system and executing your plan. And as you can see, I'm currently on a 30-day trading challenge. And so far, I'm in my 11th day today. I'm yet to do any form of backtesting today. But so far, I've been able to do 26 hours of work, and that's an average of 2.5 hours plus each day, right? So yesterday I had to attend the summit, so I didn't really do much work because I was so tired, my legs were aching and stuff. So I only did 1.5 hours because my time had to go into other works that I need to complete. This is actually what the data looks like. So you can see for the 3 hour system, starting balance of 10K, You can just pause and read. I don't want the video to be too long, right? So this is the wins, 28 wins for the 3-hour system. And for the losses, there were 65 losses. The win rate was 30.11%. Then average SL was 22.5 pips. Then the average risk to reward was 2.41 R. I analyzed the trade direction, how many were longs, how many of longs were winners without getting stop hunted, with getting stop hunted, how many were winners. Then the win rates without stop ons, the win rates including stop ons, all of that. I did that for shorts too. The key observation, short trade significantly outperformed long trades in this sample, right? Then the day of the week performance, on the basis of Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, what day is the best on the basis of this trading data? And it happened to be Friday. Friday was the best, although I can't really conclude just here because this data for Friday is less than 20, and for the rest, they are more than 20. So, but I guess version 2 will reinforce what day is the best day for me to trade or what day is the worst day for me to trade, and I can always tweak that to actually improve my trading long term. So you see the day racking, Friday was the best, then Tuesday, followed by Wednesday, followed by Monday, and followed by Thursday. So far on 100 trades data. So you can just pause and read. Then for the stop on analysis, what day has the most stop on tendency? That happened to be Tuesday. So how many trades I took on Tuesday? What's the probability of me getting stop hunted, right? So you can see it was Tuesday that had the highest probability of me getting stop hunted. All right, so this is like a summary table for my 3-hour system. You can pause and read it. Then moving forward, I had to conclude. So the conclusion for the system is that overall it is profitable. So it is just like a summary of what I've analyzed so far. If I want to go back to it and quickly retrace, then I can always come back here. Then the 2-hour system, because I actually collected data. So as you can see, there's 2-hour column here. I collected data for 2 hours. So you can see there are 41 wins for 2 hours, 52 losses. The net R was 30 R. So this is the comparison table to keep everything as concise as possible. So it's outperformed the 3-hour system by a huge difference in percentage. And the losing streak for the 2-hour system is half of what the losing streak of 3-hour system happened to be. Then for the observation of the comparison, right? So which one has a more superior performance metric? So for the total RR, 2R did better. For the percentage win rate, 2R did better. For the higher expectancy, 2R did better. So 2R did better in everything, right? And then the DAX version 1 DAX system analysis. So I had to analyze that system like I said earlier. So this is basically why I inferred from my analysis, and I had to put it down in writing. So you can just pause and read it. And then the conclusion, that approach provided observation for version 2, not prove that those observations will improve my system, right? So I have to be conscious about that. So, and the purpose is not to statistically validate that system, as 12 trades will be insufficient for that. So what I needed to do was basically just go through his trades and actually see what he defined as high probability, even though I might not be able to like afford his mentorship currently. And I'm currently just on a personal journey of building my trading system and not taking anybody's word for it. But he is actually a great influence as to the system I'll be trading later going into my trading journey. I had additional observation from that system, things I was able to pick from it. So his maintenance backtesting, how does he do his maintenance backtesting? What did you do? Then various things you can just pause and read. So then you see version 1 review, high probability setup criteria. What makes high probability for me? So the way I did that, so I had to analyze my trade rigorously. So you can see this is the application that I used to actually analyze it. As you can see, winners review, the aim of this review is to review all 2-hour and 3-hour trades and to develop a checklist or criteria for my high probability setups. So you see, I analyzed everything, what the max RR for each trade is, what the higher time frame sponsor is, how clear is the higher time frame sponsor, position of the trade on higher time frame, the setup. Is it a bit type setup? Is it a type setup? Is it a C type setup? Or it is just a random setup? Because I eventually discovered that at some point in my backtesting, I was taking random trades. And that was like in the early stage, like the first 20 trades that I took, I was taking random trades until I got additional insight into like how to actually look for these setups that are high probability in alignment to dark system off of Twitter. So I'm grateful that the knowledge was able to find me. And before I proceed, I would just like to say I'm grateful that God gave me the wisdom to actually analyze this data rigorously, because I actually developed decision fatigue when I was trying to analyze this trading data. I didn't really even know how to move forward, and I just found myself closing down my laptop. I just lie down, try to like cool my brains down. I didn't know when it came to my mind. I was like, God just gave me the wisdom to actually analyze this trade and make the most of it to move forward to my version one. And at the end of it all, I've been able to analyze it to my own best knowledge and ability. And I'm grateful for the knowledge that I've been able to encounter so far. So as you can see, that channel, I had to just jot things down. So it was this jotting that I later put together as to the observations that I just scrolled past. You can just pause and read. So this is the version one review probability setup criteria for me. And when I mean for me, I mean that because I've done the work, I can actually trust this. So even if you are trying to apply it, you might not be able to get the most out of it, but at least it might give you the basis to start your own testing or know what you are working with. So you see the higher time frame sponsor that was most common out of the list of rigorous review. So there were like 5. I think 6 for the various higher time frame sponsor that I used. The one that is not here was drawn liquidity being an higher time frame sponsor, and that failed multiple times. So I removed that. So you can see the higher time frame sponsor at 4-hour order block, higher time frame order blocks. It can be daily order blocks, it can be weekly order block. Then you see 2-hour 1 hour breaker. So breaker basically works, right? I even discovered that before I even finished my testing, and you can see the occurrences for each one. Then 1 hour order block. So order blocks basically are good higher time frame sponsor rather than maybe using a random fair value gap. You see, there's no fair value gap here, even though I had used fair value gap in my version 1 testing. So this just helped me narrow down the kind of higher time frame sponsor I'm looking to work with. Then you see the higher time frame position, the winners were mostly in premium zone for sales, and for buys they were mostly in discount zone. And for this EPA, it means efficient price action. So price action, I use efficient price action to actually frame various trades, and this was common out of it also, as you can see, 3. Then for the market shape, so sometimes ago I actually watched that video on his trading system, and it was like high probability setups as V shape and A shape in the stop hunt area and then in the inducement area. So I didn't take that into consideration in my version 1 testing, but once I analyzed all my winners, almost everything has this V shape and A shape. So for V shape, that would be for buyers, and for A shape, that would be for sales. While putting together this video, I had the idea of sharing the Telegram channel that I created earlier today to support my trading documentation as to the setups I've taken. I'll share them beforehand, and that will be when I start executing. For my forward testing, I'll just share the before and after I've executed with the and with the MT4 execution, right? So I have nothing to prove really, but at least just for transparency's sake, and also so you can really see the processes behind my trading, right? In this channel, you're going to see the come up, the warm up, and then the blow up eventually. So you're seeing it happening in real time on my YouTube channel, and then you see it in real time, even in more detail in my Telegram channel. So I'll be linking the Telegram channel in the description, and then you can always join us. So far, what I have on the Telegram channel, as you can see now, is actually the introductory message. So a few persons have joined. I have like 4 subscribers currently. And also, if you actually need the templates that I'm using to collect the data for my trading, for my back testing, I would say you can always reach out to me through Telegram at Olalekan the first, right? Then I would actually walk you through how to incorporate it, how to actually use it. I'll walk you through how to use it. And yeah, so now that the version 1 testing is done, I've already continued my version 2 testing. Then what's next is actually to finish my version 2 testing and create a framework around my forward testing, my routines and everything. So I'll be sharing that once I'm done with my version 2 testing. So if you're yet to subscribe to the channel, please subscribe, give the videos a thumbs up. So I feel like this video is worthy of a thumbs up so far. If you've watched it up until this point, you are the real MVP. Thanks for watching the video. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye-bye. Subscribe. Bye-bye.